The opinions in this podcast are all our own.
But the businesses are real chamber members.
It's a chamber chat.
Coming to you from Wahoo, Nebraska. Chamber Chat with Kate
And Kat.
Welcome to Chamber Chat with Kate.
And Kat. I'm Catherine Nygren, owner of Fountain Flora Flower Shop.
And I'm Kate DeCoste, owner of Kate DeCoste Photography. This podcast is everything Wahoo Chamber of Commerce.
Well, Kate, we have another guest in the studio.
We sure do.
Hello, girl.
Hello.
We've got Denise Lawver, I didn't even ask you what your title is. The library lady.
I know.
I've been the library lady for years. And the official title that the city gave me is library director.
Library director. Okay,
That's
I
the
should have
one
came
that
up with
pays
that.
the big bucks. You know?
Yes, that's what the business card says. The director.
Yes, library director.
Nice. And you've been in your role how long for the city as librarian?
I have worked for the city since 1988, before you girls were even born.
Oh, I was born.
So, okay. Well, that makes me feel a little
Thanks
better.
for the compliment, though.
But I started working in 1988, and then I assumed the library director position in November of 2006.
Okay.
So, yeah,
Nice.
after we moved into our new library. So
Okay.
A lot of years.
a lot of years, yes. It has gone by. I worked for the city for 38 years, and
Wow.
it's gone by so fast. I never, it's awesome.
Yeah.
I love
Well,
my
and
job.
I love our library.
We have an amazing library.
We do. The community of Wahoo is incredibly blessed with a fabulous library, amongst other fabulous services and offerings that we have, parks and pools and everything. But our library has always been special. It really has been. It's just been, we started in 1923.
Wow.
A women's club. A lot of the libraries across America were started by the National Federation of Women's Clubs, and our library was one. A lot of towns got the Andrew Carnegie libraries, like Ashland, and those libraries this year got a special gift. If you were a Carnegie library, you got an automatic $10,000 to do whatever you wanted.
Oh, wow.
So, unfortunately, we weren't one of those, but we have still been blessed with some fabulous donations, which we will talk about.
Yeah. So, well, should we talk about that?
Yeah, I was going to say, there was a Facebook post.
Yes.
You've got kind of a little construction project going on.
We do. And I want to preface the whole project first so that I, follow through with my rules that I've been told. The entire library project has been funded through the Library Foundation gifts.
Okay.
So estate gifts that we received for the last 15 to 20 years have been going into the Library Foundation. They've been invested wisely and have grown through the years. And that money is what is funding this project. So no city tax money is being spent on this project.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Yeah. Yes, it is. It's actually very amazing that we can do what we're going to do. And it's just, the library is 20 years old this summer. It was just time for kind of a refresh. The library world has changed a lot. Well, since 1988, obviously. When I started in the dinosaur days, there was this thing called no computers.
Right.
We had the card catalogs.
Oh, yeah. I remember those.
Pull out the cards and find the books. I used to hate filing those cards.
I bet.
That was the worst because, first of all, you're always saying the alphabet in your head.
Yes.
And then you always had to refuse to think you could never file according to a, an, or the. You had to eliminate those words because if you use the word the whole card catalog would be the.
Yes.
And so you had to ignore those first three words and then go to the next word. And then, it was just not fun.
Right.
So I don't miss the filing card catalog.
Sure. Yes. I feel like I don't miss having to go to the card catalog to find and then just be like, okay, where is this? Where you can just
exactly
type in the words and go.
Yes, and we've got the online catalog, and you have staff in the building too. That if you can't find something, that's why we're there.
Right.
Please never say sorry to bother you because you were not bothering us. That is our job. We don't have a job if you're not coming in and asking us for help. There's no reason for us to be there. So yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's changed a lot. So our usage has changed. Computers, now everyone walks in with a computer in their pocket. They have their phone or their iPads or their laptops. And so they don't need that dedicated computer lab like we used to have years ago. And so we eliminated that a few years ago and created a really nice kind of a 12 to 14 member boardroom type smart TV in there that's available for the community to use. If you're a nonprofit, there's no charge for meeting room space. But if you do, want to do a presentation or have some type of event, there's a fee, different meeting room fees for the different, depending on the size of the room you're using.
Sure.
So, yeah.
And there's those two, like you said, now you have the smaller and you have the larger.
Right. And we will be adding on, now it'll be the medium size. So we're going to have small, medium, large.
Oh.
And, so the new room is taking over the lobby. The lobby was always what I thought was an unused space. It's kind of like a hotel lobby. I was in the hotel business before I worked in the library. That was kind of my whole start in customer service. And lobbies were always just kind of that you walk through this big space to get to the check-in desk. And that's it. And our lobby was kind of the same way. It just kind of
you pass through it, but you didn't.
Pass through and no one noticed anything in the lobby. And it became kind of a cluttered mess too, because people would leave things out there. And we do the book swap out there, which we will still have a book swap and a magazine swap when we, redo that lobby.
Okay.
Because the largeness of the lobby will go away, but we'll still have some space for that.
Sure.
But that new meeting room will be, I don't even know how big it is because, like I say, I'm a librarian. I don't do math. So don't ask me the square footage, but I'm sure the architect and Jeff Buckmaster know. But it's going to be awesome. I would say we could probably easily put 25 to 30 in there. Maybe and the new tables will be those half of what we have in the meeting room now. So they'll be the half size.
The skinny tables.
Skinny tables. Yes, skinny tables. We'll be using those. And that one will also have a small kitchen space with a sink and a smart TV in there also.
Wow.
Nice.
It'll be and we'll have electricity, power outlets in the floor. So people will be able to sit at those tables and have
like your laptop or.
Yes. So it'll be awesome. So the technology changes are just amazing.
Very nice.
Well, and just having those spaces.
Yes, it is.
We definitely need that. We were saying that before we even hit record.
Right.
That we don't have many meeting spaces where you can shut the door, that the ceiling goes all the way up, or the wall goes all the way up to the ceiling.
Yes.
So it's lovely that now we'll have 3 different choices.
And the library is a definite community resource for that. We get a lot of meetings every week that are the nonprofit. So we have the Wahoo Arts Council meets there, the Girl Scouts meet there, City Council now meets there, the Airport Board is there, Planning Commission is there, Board of Public Works is there. Wow. So we're hosting a lot of meetings.
Yeah.
So it's awesome.
Well, yeah, because I know for Chamber, it's like, I'm like,
Chamber,
Jen, get on, we know when our meetings are. It's like, get on their calendar.
Get on the schedule.
Yes.
I know.
My quilters that come twice, we don't, people don't realize we have a lovely group of ladies who come. They're the first and third Fridays of every month, and they all bring a sewing machine.
Oh, wow.
And they quilt. And they do projects, and they, besides quilting, they bring food, which so I have to avoid that room because it's like, okay, who brought those cookies from Crumble? But so it's used a lot.
Sure.
And so it's a great resource.
It really is.
Yes.
It really is.
Well, after being in the building 20 years, you've kind of seen what you need and stuff, and are able to kind of make those adjustments.
Yes. And the other big opportunity for us to change with this remodel is children's. Children's has continued to grow throughout the last few years. Our story times, we have good turnouts for those. We have an active summer reading program, and we just needed more space back there. So the whole south side of the library will basically be pushed out. So that south wall will go away, and the library will come out 13 feet, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it adds on over 800 square feet to the library. And that whole south end will be children's. And we will also be putting a family bathroom back there. So
okay.
the parents with little ones are very excited about that. So if you're a mom coming to story time, you've got 3 or 4 little ones with you and somebody needs to go potty, you don't have to take everybody to the lobby.
Right.
You can go right there and it'll be right there. And so
Nice.
I've got parents that are really excited about that.
Well, and then you don't have to worry about the stalls. Like if it's a family bathroom.
Exactly.
You can just close the door and everybody can get help.
And being like, don't leave the bathroom.
Don't touch the floor. Don't touch anything.
Crawl under.
Wash your hands.
So we're excited. Yeah, it's going to be fabulous. And the new colors, there's a whole new color scheme, new carpet, new paint, swapping out the lighting. So we'll go to LED, all LED lighting. So we've been going through a lot of light bulbs in the last few years and the ballast blow. And after a while, it's just a constant expense.
Sure.
So that's one thing that'll be nice. So, so there'll be some days when we don't have any scheduled close dates because we haven't phased totally yet. We are doing it in phases. So some things will happen starting, like now, the meeting room and some other office spaces will change. But the children's probably won't happen until midsummer. We'll start.
Okay.
But they will be doing footings shortly. So if you see construction equipment on the south side of the building and diggers, whatever they use to, I don't know what they put in for some kind of dozer thing that
Sure.
I always think the language. I don't think about that. A 5-year-old boy could tell me.
Right. Yes.
That checks out all the construction books. They'll be like, hey, you should know this. But, but they'll be doing those footings, and so that'll be exciting to get those done. And and then the outside. We have plans for outside too. There'll be a new outside door entrance on the children's side, on that east side. There will be a set of doors, and that will lead out to the new outdoor space that we're having a pergola out there, and we'll have seating.
I know. I didn't even know it pergola until we talked earlier.
Awesome. And Rebellion Fabrication, local. And that's the other good thing about this project is I would say 90% of our contractor and subs are all local.
Okay.
So we're excited about that. We can, and they in Saunders County. They may not all be Wahoo, but they are Saunders County subs. I think only the painter for some reason, but that wasn't my, I don't have anything to do with that. But the pergola is being crafted, will be crafted at some point from Rebellion. And so we'll have places out there then for people, if you're walking the trail, you can stop there and, sit and relax for a while or whatever. And we'll have the outdoor music garden.
Yes. I've seen that, starting.
That started, yes. We started that a little over 2 years ago with a grant that we received from the Nebraska Library Commission through funding of the Institute and Museum Library Science Services. They funded part of that. So we started out with a small grant from them, and then we just had donors. Our Wahoo area Kiwanis had a endowment fund that they gave us money for. The Library Foundation gave us money, my library friends. And then I had a generous private donor who said he would match my largest donation. Wow. And the foundation had given us $8,000 for that music garden. And so this gentleman wrote me a check for $8,000.
Wow.
So
that's wonderful.
I had the money in a week. Interstate Bank was also there. They have a grant, if you're not familiar with that. If you have an interstate bank in your community, they have a grant program that you can apply for grants. And we did, and we got, I believe it was $2,500.
Oh, nice.
So it was very nice, very generous.
Yeah,
so,
that's great.
So it's good to know.
Yeah.
So all those little metal things that are sticking up in front of the library.
The weird little thing that people wonder, what are those?
I know.
Yeah.
So do you have a timeline of when, say, the music garden will be done?
We'll hope to have the first 4 by the end of, I'm hoping to have those in April.
Okay.
So by National Library Week, we'd like to have some of those instruments ready to go.
Oh, nice.
And that's in April. So, and then the full, we can't put the others out until the outside or the south side is done because we don't want to get in the way of construction equipment and we don't want anything to get damaged. So we'll start out with 4 cute little flowers that look like giant daisies. And so not as pretty as what you'd found in Flora, but it'll be fun and they can come up and they can pound on them.
Yeah.
Make some beautiful music.
Yes.
My son's been asking. I told him it was a music garden and he's like, is it done yet? Is it
where's
done
the
yet?
music?
Yes, every time we drive past, he always checks. So I'll let him know April's the it.
Yeah, I hope that's going to be my day. Yeah.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Do you have timelines? Do you have a timeline for the new meeting room?
Hopefully the new meeting room, I would say maybe by the end of May.
Okay.
Wow.
By the time we do carpet and paint and all that in there, all of that is subject to supply chain.
Yeah, that's true.
You got to wait for what's out there. And we're hopefully have some things on order because they'll be gutting that bathroom area too.
Okay.
So
really?
all that tile comes out and the bathrooms get totally all new stalls, new tile, new countertops, all of that.
Oh, so the whole front is going to be...
It's going to be totally
except
different.
for the existing meeting room, is that going to stay?
Yes. The large conference room, the only thing that will change in there is carpet and paint.
Okay.
And new lighting.
Oh, sure.
So that we shouldn't have to, I'm hoping we can pick a quieter time when we don't have, I don't know, we don't really have too many quiet times.
No.
Summer's coming and with
Right.
the summer reading program, it'll be busy and we use that room a lot for summer and having programs. And this year the theme is dinosaurs.
Oh.
So that's a huge theme and we're excited about that. And we're going to do some things for the 250th for America too. So part of our programs at the beginning. Before the 4th of July, we'll do some programs with that.
Okay.
So that'll be fun.
Fun.
We've got a lot of
cute
free stuff. I think we have Wildlife Adventures booked again. So that's always a popular one.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the magician, Jeff Quinn, our magician, he always
a hit.
You can't go wrong with the magic show.
Right,
Mhm.
right.
So in our project, the library building project probably will not be finished until sometime toward the end of the year.
Sure.
So that'll be our we're hoping for shooting for that before our Christmas sale starts.
And now a message from one of our chamber champions.
Hey, Kat, you know what keeps me going on a podcast recording day?
Let me guess. Could it be a delicious, fast, and friendly cup of coffee?
You got it. And no one does it better than Scooter's Coffee right here in Wahoo.
Oh, absolutely. And they're family owned and operated, and they serve more than just coffee. They serve our community with a smile.
And let's talk about speed. Whether you need a quick pick-me-up or you're on your way to an event, they've got the fastest coffee in town.
Plus, the people at Scooters are just the best. They make every stop feel warm and welcoming.
100%. So, if you haven't yet, scoot on around today for an amazing drink, amazing people, and service that's amazingly fast.
Scooters Coffee, family owned, locally loved.
Right now, I have a dedicated meeting room for that. My goal is to use that new meeting room space for the Christmas sale.
Okay.
Right. So that's our thing. So if people aren't aware, the library for the last 24 years has been doing a Christmas decoration sale. So we take people's unwanted Christmas decor.
Yes.
They give it to the library and then we sell it. And that money all goes to our friends. And that funds so many things. It funds all of the summer reading programs.
Oh, wow.
It funds the extra puppets, fun furniture, some things. So we've got plans for that money this summer for the project. So,
sure.
Yeah. So it's a good thing. So we give receipts if people need a receipt for their taxes or whatever. And we're known, we get people from all around the area way out that brought us Christmas stuff. They'll hear about our sale and bring us stuff.
Hey.
Yeah. Well, if you're scaling down, like someone's, getting a smaller house or grandma's houses, you move grandma to the nursing home or mom and dad are moving. And that's usually what it is. A lot of our donations come from people that are moving. So
do you accept donations year round for your Christmas sale?
We do. We start
before
before the sale was even over this year. We had, I don't know how many trees I have downstairs right now.
Wow.
Trees are always a big, it's starting to be a forest down there. And so, there's actually quite a bit down there. We've had some really cool, and we get vintage things. And so it's you never know what you're going to get.
Right.
It's so fun. And when the boxes come in, the totes, a lot of totes, and people don't even want the totes back. So they're like,
just take it all.
We don't want it. And so we've sold totes pretty cheap too.
So if you're looking for a tote.
Especially if it's not clear. I try to keep the clear ones because those we do like the clear ones.
Oh,
those are handy.
See what's inside. Yes. Yeah. So
but if you're doing some spring cleaning and you've got some Christmas stuff,
Christmas.
Think of the library.
Exactly. And that's kind of, it started when another employee at the time, Janet Molly and I were working at the library, and we wanted a new tree in the old library. And we had the tree we had. It was sad. And of course, we had no money to buy a tree.
Sure.
So we're like, we have all this Christmas stuff at home. And Christmas stuff doesn't usually sell on a garage sale. No one's thinking Christmas in July.
No, it's too hot.
Yeah, people don't want it. So we brought in and just set up a table, a little 6-foot table, and people are like, oh, wow, do you want some more? And so that first year, I think we made about $250.
Nice.
And we spent $75 on a tree at the warehouse surplus.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, Helen, bless her heart, gave us a good deal on a tree.
Oh.
And so we bought a nice tree for the library. And then this last year we did $6,000.
Wow.
That's really amazing.
Yeah.
It is amazing.
That is amazing.
Yeah. And it's a unique sale that not very many libraries do anything like that.
Sure.
So it was just kind of just a crazy idea that we had, and it took off. And
24 years
Yeah,
later.
I was gonna say.
so this year will be our 25th year, so we're hoping for
Wow.
big things.
Yes.
I'm not going to make any predictions on,
Right.
on what we might do, because this year I said 5, and we blew past 5. So,
Wow.
but we had some great donations that helped us along the way.
Sure.
So, that really
Well, and I
did.
love that you have that so that you can use it for the things that
Yes.
people might not think that
Right.
you might not have the funds for the
Right.
puppets and
I always tell people it's the friends are the icing on the cake items. Those are the things that our library budget doesn't cover. We don't have a budget for puppets. We don't
Right.
have a budget for
Darn it.
a lot of I know.
everybody should have a budget for a puppet
Yeah.
budget. Yeah.
Mine would be shoes and jewelry, but anyway. But yeah, the puppets, and the kids love the puppets. But the friends, and that's where your friends organizations come in. They're the icing on the cake, the things the budget doesn't cover. The Library Foundation, in other words, they're a little different. They are the big projects. They're your the remodeling.
Sure.
And that's the one, those projects. And that's where the big donations, that we've received have come from. So
Yeah.
yeah. The only other thing I need to clarify, though, the Library Foundation, speaking of the Library Foundation, they purchased the corner on Chestnut. It is on 7th, is that 7th and Chestnut, 6th, across from Beckman's. It's the old Eddie Rezach building.
Is it wooden?
It's kind of a tin. It's a metal
Oh, it's
tin.
tin.
It's
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
over the
I can
years,
picture
Eddie,
it.
bless his heart, he just kind of added on. He'd find another building and kind of attach it. And, and it worked great for Eddie was there for many, many years, had a wonderful car business there, repaired, and just a sweet man. And one day he wandered into my office and said, "Hey, I want to sell my building, and I think the library should buy it."
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, "Well, Ed, the library doesn't have any money, but the foundation does, and I will talk to them and we'll see what happens." And so I put Eddie in contact with my Library Foundation president and treasurer, and he visited with them, and they had a meeting, and worked out well for us to purchase that corner, not thinking we had any plans at all. And we still don't have any plans at this time for that at all. It was just a matter of, it's right there close by, maybe in the future. And at that time, we hadn't planned for our future remodeling. We were thinking about something else.
Okay.
But that didn't happen. So we just now have that, and it's going to be there, and we'll tear it down, and it'll be green space for a while. The foundation will hire someone to mow it, so
Okay.
it won't be a nuisance property. It'll be taken care of. And but the foundation does own that. The city of Wahoo does not own it.
Okay.
The foundation owns it. So
Okay.
and we do pay property taxes, the foundation, even though they are a 501c3 foundation
sure.
to receive donations, but we do pay property taxes
Property
on the
taxes.
ground. that we
Interesting.
own. Yes. So
Good to
it's
know.
all good. Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Well, that'll be nice to have that.
it'll be empty there, and it'll
Yeah.
be different. It'll
Yeah.
be, and Chestnut is changing.
It
So
really
there's
is.
some really great things with the Vision Center and other
The
things.
wood
and
builders.
The
wood
wood builders. Yeah,
Yeah.
the woodsmiths. That is that's my corner where I live. I'm like,
Yes.
I've been
yes.
watching that. It's
Oh, I bet.
fascinating to
Yes.
watch. And
Yes.
I'm like, that's going to be so cool. And so, yeah, anything you can do to improve it, it's all good.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
So-
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start registering for summer reading program in May, early May, before school gets out. So
Okay.
start kiddos, and that's all free. There's,
Yeah.
library cards. If you don't live in the city of Wahoo, though, there is a charge for a card. It's $25 a year. But that $25
Really
gets
reasonable.
you pay that fee, Kat, if I can bring that up, if that's okay. And you utilize it. I mean, if you get
If you
access,
use it, you're
so much
gonna-
of the digital access is huge.
sure.
Just the access to the newspapers. You can read the newspapers online for free, and it's not just
okay.
Omaha and Lincoln. It's over 4,000 other newspapers across the
Oh.
country you
wonder
can read. And then the Libby, is the digital service for audiobooks and ebooks. And we just signed up a new service, Blackstone Audio, which is a different kind of ebooks and audio. They just carry different ones, but they're still,
Okay.
all of it is
Free.
with your card. And if you live in the city of Wahoo, there's no charge at all for your card.
Okay.
And so it's awesome. And we have a lot of residents that come in the minute they find out about they don't have to pay an Audible
Well, I was just going to
subscription.
say, I was actually thinking about that. I was like, I need to get my
You
card.
don't have a library.
I don't have a library card
Kate.
anymore.
Oh.
I know.
Oh,
I know.
I'm disappointed.
And then, but now that you said audio,
Audio.
I was
yes,
just-
I'm like,
audio.
mhm.
Yeah. Well, Wahoo has a lot of commuters,
Mhm.
and a lot of people. That's how they say they get their, breaks up their commute by listening to the audiobooks.
Yeah.
Commute
yeah.
because there's not too many vehicles around with a CD player anymore.
No.
Right?
No.
Right, yeah, I
You know
know.
what CD is? I wish I had
Tape
one.
deck. My daughter reads a lot of books on her phone. Like she's got Libby, and then she, picks whatever book she wants to
Oh,
read. She just finished The Brothers Karamazov on her
Oh,
phone.
wow.
Wow.
On her phone?
Well, she would kind of went back and forth. She had a hard copy too.
Okay.
But like if she was at
okay.
school or on the bus and didn't have her book with her,
okay.
Sure.
she'd
She
pull it
could
up on
just
her
pull it up.
phone,
That had to take a
and read
lot
it that
of
way.
storage because that's a huge book.
It is a huge book, like 1,000 pages.
Wow.
That's a lot.
Wow.
But that's
Russian.
something that I don't know people know that they could do is read books on your phone or the audiobooks
Definitely.
or
Yes, and my staff is really good at helping people get that access of figuring it out. So it's pretty easy. It's not hard. If I can do it, trust me, anybody can. Yeah, I can do it. Yeah, but I'm a Luddite. I prefer the real book, but
yeah,
I
sure.
think audio
I do
has
too.
its place, and I love it. Just like TV didn't take away from radio and
Right.
all of
Sure.
that. So we're still listening to all of those things, and
Sure.
it's just different.
Mm-hmm.
It's just different.
And if somebody would like to get their library card, what do they need to bring if you live in town?
Thank you for bringing that up. Yes, you just need proof of your address.
Okay,
So
which
if you
would be
have
like
a driver's
bill?
license, or if you have a recent utility bill,
Mhm.
lease agreement, if you're a renter.
Mm-hmm.
It just has to be mail within the last 30 days. And
Okay,
it's
bring in your piece of mail
easy
and
peasy.
Yeah.
And any child 5 and older can have a library card. So
oh wow,
Okay.
okay,
I know.
get their own card.
Yeah.
My favorite day at the library really is when those 5-year-olds, they turn 5 and they come in to get that first library card.
That's adorable.
Yes, I have to come out to the counter when I hear it because they're so cute and it's so fun to make sure they're
Oh.
I'm like, you're not going to use pizza as a bookmark, are you? No. You're not going to read in the tub? It's just fun because they're just adorable, and that's
I
it's just
love
what
it.
I
Some
get to do.
memories.
Yeah, I have so many
Yeah.
good memories. That's the other thing. My first year in the library in 1988, the summer reading I know it's terrible. I keep going back to that. The theme for summer reading program was dinosaurs that year.
Oh, really?
So it's taken that long
Full
for
circle?
it to repeat. But the kids that came to that summer reading program are now married with kiddos of their own.
Yes.
And they
Mhm.
come in, I see them come in with their kids and I'm like, really? Has it been that long?
Right.
It's just, what's wrong with this picture?
Yeah.
And I go look in the mirror and I see all that white hair. And I'm like, yeah, you really are an old chick.
Just wiser.
I was going to
That's
say,
right. That's right.
and classy.
Well, bless you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, that's kind of my thing. I don't know what I'm going to, when I retire, I'm going to maybe retire at the end of this year too. That's my
Oh,
other
wow.
big thing. Yeah, people don't know that. But
Big year.
I did promise that I wouldn't leave until the project is done.
Okay.
So, yeah, Jeff may be going kind of slow there because
Oh, they're still on back order. We still don't have those tables.
Yeah.
I think that would make Melissa happy, I think. But no, my plan is to be done at the end of this year, hopefully, and start a whole new chapter.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
new chapter.
pun intended.
So, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Total pun intended.
Will there be a
So,
plot twist?
yeah, well, there could be. There could be. You never know. I won't be leaving town. I will say
Oh,
that.
good.
We're not
Okay.
gonna leave town. You can't
Okay.
get rid of me that easy. I'll still be out there, causing trouble.
Good.
I always thought it would be fun. I went to Galena. Have you ever been to Galena?
I've heard of it.
Oh my gosh, you've got to go. It is a fun, I would say it's a girls' weekend trip. And I have my best friend and I, we do these little bus trips, and that's one we went to. But there's a shop over there that's, and it's called the Town Rebel.
Oh.
And I always thought that would be fun. If I ever opened a store, that's what I would want to call
The Town Rebel.
Yes. I love that.
I don't know what they sell.
I know.
I probably will never open a store. So if somebody else grabs it and goes with it, then just say you got it from me.
There you go. Give credit to the source.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, Denise, thank you so much for being on.
Well, thank you, girls. This was fun. I had no idea what to expect. So it was just a hoot.
Little chit chat.
Yeah. All the plans that come up at the library. There's so many things. I had no idea about the whole kids section.
Yeah,
it's really fun.
All came together at once and everything happened. And we had started the process before COVID. And then we kind of were on hold, of course, like everything. And then, the Library Foundation has had this fabulous donations throughout the years. And we've been just sitting there holding on to that money. And people don't donate money to see it sit in a bank account.
Right.
They want, like I have my two favorite phrases, if I can share, about money. Number one is money is like manure. It's no good unless you spread it around, encouraging things to grow.
Okay.
And also, those who have much is expected. So those are my two favorite that I use them all the time. And so,
those are good.
And people also give money where their heart is. So,
right.
They give it to the scholarships at the schools. They give it to the pet rescue. There's so many great, their churches, whatever. And the library has just been so blessed with, the Pestle family was just, what an amazing gift they gave us. And those are the fun thing about that is you have no idea that it's coming.
Oh.
And you're shocked when it does come because you're like, well, I knew Georgia Pestle. Where did they get all that money? Right? And it was just, but they never spent it.
Right.
Sure.
And they were just very conservative people that they didn't go out and buy big fancy cars or take big trips or anything. And their one son had passed away at a younger age. And so they just were, and they were so generous. And not only to the library, but they funded scholarships at Midland and the school. And I don't even know where else they gave money, but they were just awesome family. And we were so blessed. And Georgia was just, did you know Georgia?
I don't remember.
Oh, she was a doll. Her and Clara. Oh gosh, now my mind is blank. But wasn't Clara Havelka. Clara, she was a quilt. They were both quilters. Okay, and they would sometimes be down at Wigwam having lunch together, and I would see them, and I would tease them about causing trouble in town and all that.
Yes.
So she probably thought maybe I shouldn't leave her money after all. She didn't leave it to me. She left it to the library and the community. So but she was just a darling lady, so sweet, and so kind. Yeah. I have her library card. One of her family members brought her library card into me, and I have it in my desk. So
we should put it in a little frame on the wall.
We should. I think
mat
we
and a
should
frame,
do some kind of a little memory box. If I had other little things, like maybe a little mini quilt or something.
Oh, yes,
somebody
yes.
that's far. I'll have to ask Pat Hannon.
Oh,
yeah.
She's creative.
Yeah,
she can whip you up a mini quilt.
Yeah, when those quilters are in there.
Just avoid the snacks.
Put your order in.
Right. Don't look at the snacks. No snacks.
Well, thanks again.
Yes,
this was
so
amazing.
Welcome. Yeah,
thanks.
And thanks for listening or watching, everybody. And don't forget
to keep it local, friends.
This has been a Chamber Chat
with Kate